The angle given in the exam paper is really big because it's on a piece of A4 paper. So I've made it as just as big on the handout that I've made, and also on this electronic version. And what you will find is that the length from A to C should be 12 centimeters, maybe just slightly less. So we've got to find the possible positions of the shopping centre that's nearer to the road from A to B than the road from A to C, and then less than 14 kilometers from town C. I'll deal with the first one to start with. So it's got to be nearer essentially to this line than to this line. To get that, we can draw an angle bisector, because that splits the angle exactly into two, and it will tell you, also the point that's the same distance away from AB and AC. If we got that, then we can work out which is closer to AB. So for this, put the point of the compass on A, and then just draw a little arc. Don't make it like too small. Just make it maybe about this. It doesn't matter too much. And then move your point of your compass onto where it reaches. So we know that this point and this point are the same distance away from A. If we then bring in, like so, draw another arc, then that arc is the same distance, all along the arc is the same distance away from that point. If we do the same down here, then where it crosses is the same distance away again. You've sort of actually created, don't draw this on yours, but actually you basically create a rhombus. Actually, was that that is a rhombus, yeah, because all those lengths are the same, and it will guarantee that it splits into two because the diagonal will go through here. You also create something that looks a little bit like a hedgehog. So sometimes when teaching this topic, say like draw the hedgehog, that's what is going on here. You've just got to remember to get these arcs in as well. All right, and then to finish this off, to finish the angle bisector off, we draw the line that goes from A through this point of intersection, and there we have it. So nearer to the road from A to B than A to C, it's going to be all the points that are above the line. But I just need to sort out the other condition first before we shade it in. It's also got to be less than 14 kilometers from town C. So that is going to put a restriction in. Right, 14 kilometers from town C, we see that 1 centimeter represents 2 kilometers. So to go this way, we times by 2. To go the other way, we're going to divide by 2. So if I've got 14 kilometers, I'm going to do 14 divided by 2, and it's going to be 7 centimeters. So this is actually where the important part comes in terms of measurements and doing this question on the correct with the correct scale, because otherwise it might not come out the same. So I've got my compass. I'm now going to extend it to 7 centimeters, which I can't actually quite do. That is frustrating. I'm just going to have to make it as big as I can. So it's 6.5, and then I'll kind of explain why it might be a bit bigger. So sorry about that. Right, now it's got to be 7 centimeters from C. So I've got my compass, and I'm going to draw an arc around that is 7 centimeters away. For me, it's 6.5, but it should go a bit beyond this. So one thing to say is because I've kind of squashed this onto a smaller screen, then I have actually missed this little bit over here as well. I should be it's okay there as long as we get the idea. We're just practicing the skill here. All right, it should go beyond like that as well. Right, so I see that all these points that are within here, like less within the sector essentially, they're going to be less than 14 kilometers away from town C. Okay, it's going to come out a little bit more for you if you've done 7 centimeters. So overall, we can see, where is it satisfying both? It's going to be this region here. Okay, that is the key part that you can check in your answer if, I suppose, if the measurements are working out. So there we go. That's the shopping centre. Explain why the region may not be appropriate site for the shopping centre. Well, this kind of has been, you might have seen this already, but yeah, there's a few, there's lots of different answers you could say. You might say the road's not actually straight, or AB might be busier than road AC, so do you actually want it nearer to AB? Or the land is not suitable for construction. It might be, marshy land or something, so we need to take that into account as well. This question is just getting you to think about that aspect.